TurningPoint is a PowerPoint-based response application by Turning Technologies. It's not a plug-in to PowerPoint. Instead, PowerPoint is a plug-in to TurningPoint. What we mean by this is that if you open PowerPoint, you will not see a Turning Technologies tab or have access to the response tools. You must first open TurningPoint, then select PowerPoint Polling and open your PowerPoint slideshow from within PowerPoint Polling. This is the only way you can access the response toolbar. From TurningPoint, you also have access to all of the usual PowerPoint tools and tabs. In other words, you can create your entire slideshow from within TurningPoint, or simply import your PowerPoint into TurningPoint. TurningPoint is a free application and can be accessed by going to http://turningtechnologies.com/response-system-support/downloads. We recommend that faculty download the no install version, which is simply a zipped file. Download the zip file to your computer desktop. Then click on the folder and extract the files. The unzip folder will appear on your desktop. The unzip folder is only 191 megabytes in size, so it easily fits on even a small 512 megabyte flash drive. One of the best ways to work with this application is to put the unzip folder on your flash drive. The application is ready whenever you need it, so no need to worry if it is not loaded in a room. Just stick in your flash drive, open the TurningPoint 5 folder, and double-click on the TurningPoint executable file. TurningPoint will open and you're ready to go. All of your data will be saved to the Sessions folder in the TurningPoint 5 folder on your flash drive. The TurningPoint 5 interface opens to the Polling tab, which provides access to PowerPoint polling and Anywhere polling. There's a self-paced testing application to run with the ResponseWare application as well. At the far left under Participants, you have access to named participant list you create. Under Content, you have access to PowerPoint slideshows that you import and question lists that you create for either PowerPoint polling or for Anywhere polling. The Content tab provides a way to import your existing PowerPoint, create a new PowerPoint for polling, or create a new question list that can be opened as a poll in either PowerPoint polling or Anywhere polling. Question lists are useful with Anywhere polling. Your questions are accessible as a list to select and poll in any order. The Manage tab provides access to create participant lists and edit them as needed. Participant lists can be used with the NXT clickers to associate a specific clicker with a specific student, so that student responses can be tracked on an individual basis. So let's look at the steps to add polling questions to an existing slideshow. First, open TurningPoint. Then select the Content tab. Click the Content button and select Import from the drop-down menu. The open dialog box will display. Drill down to your slideshow, select it, and click Open. Your PowerPoint will now be imported into TurningPoint and stored in the Content folder inside the TurningPoint 5 folder. Return to the Polling tab and you will see your imported slideshow under the Content area. Select the slideshow you want to add polling questions to from the Content area in the Polling tab, and then click on the PowerPoint polling selection to the right. PowerPoint will now open in TurningPoint to the TurningPoint tab of Polling Tools. To create a multiple choice yes, no, or true, false question, select the New button at the left of the ribbon and then select your question type. a question slide will be entered. You can move the slide in the left navigation to where you would like it located in the presentation. You can also put your cursor between two slides in the left navigation and then select New and Question Type to place the question between two slides. The slide title is where you enter the question. Below the question text is where you will list the question answers. To the right is the Preferences dialog box, where you define how the polling of the question will take place. Do not select Anonymous unless you're using the NXT clickers where students can be associated with a specific clicker. Multiple responses refers to the number of times a student can change his or her question answer. Automatically open polling means that polling will be open as soon as you move to a question slide. For Show Results, after polling allows the instructor time to discuss the questions before clicking the slide again to display the polling results. During polling shows the live results as they come in from the clickers. Scoring options means you can provide a point value for correct and incorrect answers. Some instructors use clickers for participation grades, where students are assigned an NXT clicker. Below scoring options, you can designate the correct word choice. For each question slide you enter, you will need to set the preferences. You can add a correct answer indicator to your question slide. Select Objects, Correct Answer Indicator, and then select the type. When you poll your question, click your slide once to show results, and then click the slide a second time to show the correct answer indicator. You can also add a countdown indicator to your question slide. Select Objects, Countdown, and then select the type of countdown indicator you want. The countdown indicator will appear on your slide when you click the slide. If you use a countdown indicator and a correct answer indicator, the order of objects when the question slide appears will be 1. On the first click, the countdown indicator will appear and begin the countdown. On the second click, the response chart will appear. This should be when all the responses are in. And on the third click, the correct answer indicator will appear.